Something I tend to focus heavily on in my screenwriting is character. If I begin writing characters who are uninteresting to me or feel one-sided, I tend to move on to another screenplay. This strength, though, is also my weakness. The embellishment of the cast ultimately leads to a dismissal of plot direction in favor of a character-focused narrative. While this isn't necessarily negative, when it strays from the story and momentum, it can be. Throughout this quarter focus, I paid close attention to how I could balance my importance on character development with an engaging plot. Ultimately, I found one aspect of story writing that would improve both. I learned that the importance of character depth is a very close second to the importance of character choices and purpose. To create a character that truly feels genuine and alive, they must take the actions that someone like them would in reality, and they must have a goal, a purpose for those actions. With these implemented, it not only creates authenticity within the character, but also naturally drives the plot forward. A recent example of this is the 2017 reimagining of Stephen King's novel, It. When compared to this movie's 1990 counterpart, there's one glaring difference: attention to character. In the new movie, the characters are the pilot. They drive both the plot and the momentum to heights the original couldn't. A great example of this can be found within both movies' first Bill and Georgie scene and the repercussions it causes. In the 1990 version, George and Bill make the paper boat and Georgie leaves to use it outside. The interactions between the two are limited compared to the new film, with Bill saying,
"Yuck, you've got cooties all over me,"
and then stating,
"Don't stay out too long or Mom will have a bird."
The well-known storm drains scene ensues, leading Georgie to be killed by Pennywise and left to die in the streets. There are two major flaws here that were drastically improved upon in the 2017 version. First off, the new scene is much longer and serves as the backbone of our connection to Georgie. It clearly shows the brothers' love for each other and the meaningful ways they interacted and conversed. While the original scene did serve its purpose to introduce Georgie more or less, it didn't make us feel for Georgie, but rather waited and made us feel solely for Bill and his loss. The new It doesn't just use the scene to serve a purpose, but it creates a bond between the brothers, so we not only feel sympathy for Bill, we feel empathy for both of them. This is further explored, as the second flaw in the original is its choice to remove the mystery surrounding Georgie. In the new iteration, Georgie is not left to die, he is taken into the sewers. This serves as Bill's purpose as well as his flaw of trying to find and rescue Georgie. As a purpose, it instills him with hope, however false it may be, courage, drive, and reason. As a flaw, it creates ignorance, anxiety, insecurity, and his rejection of the truth, which he eventually overcomes in the last few scenes by showing how much he wishes Georgie would return, but ultimately accepting his death. This is almost entirely absent from the original, as the confirmation of Georgie's death gives Bill a weaker purpose of simple revenge and justice, a character trait that isn't at Bill's forefront in either adaptation. This, I believe, is what separates the 1990s miniseries from the 2017 film, as well as the film from other horror movies as a whole. This key aspect of character building is one that I've been practicing and focusing on in my current scripts, an aspect that, while possibly seeming to only serve the characters, serves the story as a whole.